actually see eye to eye with him in that locker room. And Brian Urlacher is a good example. Maybe Brian and Jay didn't see eye to eye on a lot of different things. We have Brian on our radio show weekly during the football season back in Chicago, and Brian will attest to Jay Cutler's toughness. That is one thing, Stephen A., with all due respect, that I do not agree with you on. I believe Jay Cutler has lived through some horrendous football beatings on the field. I think 2 years ago he came back from a torn groin in just a week. I know this is an issue that probably my stance isn't popular. I think he's going to start at least 8 games in the National Football League next year for a team that's going to give him a chance.
That's why you looked away and said that. That's why you looked away and said that. I can't believe you're saying this stuff.
No, stop.
And you're going back to Chicago, and you're going to go on the radio and say, do you say this stuff in Chicago?
I do, yes.
And what do they say to you? What do they say to you when you walk the streets of Chicago?
It's a very, Stephen A., it's a very difficult job to try to defend Jay in any way, shape, or form. I admit that, and I'm telling you that he hasn't been the quarterback that everyone in Chicago expected him to be.
I know that. I know you get that, but I asked you a direct question. I'm talking about the incident that we were talking about in 2010, and what you're saying, it's hard to gauge all of this other stuff. I'm saying you go on the air and say that stuff?
Absolutely.
And what do they say to you, Tom? What do they say to you?
You know what they say? They say, Tom, you should know because you actually played.
You did play, and I did not. But what I asked you was the fans. You're trying to tell me that great sports town, that is the city of Chicago.
Sit up.
So in other words, they'll pick up the phone and call your show, and you're trying to tell me what they say to you is, oh, you played, we didn't.
No. What they say is they have the same perspective, and